You know what's wild? You can be fully aware that someone is bad for your mental peace and still crave their presence. That's not love. That's your brain, trapped in a feedback loop. Reward and punishment. Pull and push. You think you're holding on to them, but it's just the high after withdrawal. Toxicity feels intense because it's unpredictable. They ignore you for a week, and then out of nowhere, they act like nothing happened. And you let it slide. Again. Why? Because your brain sees that moment of attention as a reward after hours of emotional starvation. And that reward becomes addictive. Now, you're adjusting your life, your routines, even your standards, just for a few minutes of their time. Let's be honest. One person always ends up dominating in a toxic relationship. Not because they're stronger, but because they care less. And the one who cares more, they bend. They apologize first. They overthink everything. They break their own rules to keep it going. You become a slave. Not to them, but to your own fear. Fear of losing someone who barely shows up. And that fear, it starts eating your priorities. You stop working on yourself. You delay your dreams. You lose your edge. Because you're focused on keeping someone who doesn't even value your presence. That's not love. That's a slow collapse of your identity. And you know it. But you justify it, calling it loyalty, or just a rough phase. The truth, you're addicted, not to the person, but to the emotional chaos they bring. Because in your head, silence feels worse than mistreatment. And that's exactly why they keep you around. They don't have to give you consistency. They just have to give you hope. Every once in a while. Hope that they'll change. Hope that it'll get better. Hope that this time, it'll be different. It won't. So, ask yourself, how much more of your life are you willing to trade just to keep someone who's already halfway out the door? Think about it.